Good morning. Today, let's take a look at the self-start. Using the table and graphs, determine the constant of proportionality and create an equation. So our first goal, as we're trying to create a constant of proportionality, is to look. It's always y divided by x, y divided by x, y divided by x. So I can look anywhere on the y-axis. I'm going to do the first point. 25 divided by 5. 25 divided by 5 is 5. So the constant of proportionality would be 5. My equation would be y equals 5x. Equation is always y equals rate x, where x and y can be defined based upon the story. This one, constant proportionality, we're going to double check and make sure it is proportional as we do it. So the constant proportionality is y divided by x. So for this one, it would be 8.25 divided by 5. 8.25 divided by 5 is, show my work always, 1.65. Alternatively, I could have done 11.55 divided by 7, which is 1.65, or 26.4 divided by 16, which is 1.65. So because all three of them are the same, we know it is in fact proportional. So our constant proportionality is 1.65, and our equation is y equals 1.65x, where x is the number of sodas and y is the cost in dollars. COVID meme, I'll let you read that. Today, we are going to be going over how to and review for the test. You have a test tomorrow, and you'll be turning your math homework tomorrow. You had a worksheet on Monday, a worksheet on Tuesday, a graphing paper project on Wednesday that was just on your own paper, a worksheet today. So 4 worksheets plus your test tomorrow that you'll be turning in. Make sure you have them all ready to go. If you may need them or missing them, they are all in Canvas. And today, we reviewed our self-start. We're going to talk about proportions and do a partner review for the test. And we're doing a station activity in class where you'll be partnering up with different people. For those of you that are at home, we are going to be I'm going to go through the problems and I will be your partner. Sorry, you don't get your peer partners, but I will go over them for you. And I'm going to do the A's. Make sure, try them, and then you go back and do the B's. So the first one is number 1, A. You're going to take the two that are diagonal from each other, you're going to times them. 2 times 15, and then you divide by whatever other number there is. So this would be 2 times 15 divided by 3. And that is the work. What I'm typing in my calculator, I write on my paper, making sure I show my work for my teacher, even if I do it in my calculator. And 2 times 15 divided by 3 is 10. Okay. On this one, is it proportional or not? So for a graph to be proportional, 2 things have to be true. It has to go through 0, 0, and it has to be a straight line. Those are the 2 things I'm looking for on a graph to determine if it's proportional. This one is absolutely a straight line, but 0 is here and it starts here, so it's not proportional. And the y is because it does not go through 0. And the point 0, 0 is also called the origin. Okay, next one. Are the tables proportional or not? So again, we've got the 0, 0. It's got to form a straight line. The easiest way to tell on this one is do y divided by x. So I'm just going to add an extra column here. Y divided by x. 10 divided by 5 is 2. 20 divided by 10 is 2. 30 divided by 15 is 2. If the constant of proportionality is the same, it's always the same, probably is proportional. Okay, so yes, that would be proportional. If you divide and it's like a different number here, then it's not proportional. Another way kids do it is they'll add and see, does it have the 0, 0? 15, 10, 5, 0, 30, 20, 10, 0, got the 0, 0. So different things you can look at to decide if it's proportional or not. Use the equation to fill in the table. Think of substitution is one person goes out, someone else goes in. If I'm not here, you have a sub that comes in and teaches for me. If you're playing sports and the pitcher goes out, a different pitcher goes in. You don't just play without them. So in this case, we're taking the x out and we're sending these numbers in to replace the x. So I'm going to write y equals 2x. I like to just add an extra column to mine. You don't have to, but you can. So I do 2 times 0, and I replace that x with whatever that number is. Well, 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 1 is 2, and 2 times 2 is 4. Okay. Constant of proportionality on number 5. Find the constant of proportionality is y divided by x. Y divided by x. 50 divided by 10 is 5. 100 divided by 20 is 5. 150 divided by 30 is 5. Constant of proportionality, also known as the unit rate, is 5. Constant of proportionality here, constant of proportionality is y divided by x. Can you hear yourself saying y divided by x in your sleep? I hope so, because I need you to know that tomorrow and long term. Constant proportionality rate, y divided by x. So we've got 94 divided by 2. 94 divided by 2 is 47. Constant proportionality is 47. An equation, so this one just asks for the constant proportionality. That's just y divided by x. For an equation, you've got to find the constant of proportionality, y divided by x, and then you've got to write y equals, and then whatever it is. So this one, 30 divided by 5 is 6. I could also do 120 divided by 20, 90 divided by 15, 60 divided by 10. Doesn't really matter. 6. So that's my constant proportionality. I'm not done. Then I write y equals, plug in that number, x, where the y is x is the number of days, and y is the number of meals prepared. And if you wanted to be really awesome, defining your y and your x is not a bad idea. To say x is days and y is meals. That's actually good practice to define what your x and y are. Determine the constant of proportionality from the story. Bob McBobby orders 14 slices, which have Bob McBobby orders 14 pizzas, which have 112 slices. What is the constant proportionality of slices per pizza? Slices per pizza. 112 divided by 14 gives me 8. 8 slices for a pizza. Our next one says use a table to solve these proportions. Currently, about 2 out of 9 COVID tests in Utah come back positive. That is truth. 7. So I'm going to do the quick table. I'm going to be like, here's my positive, here's my tests. And you kind of label it. 2 positives for every 9 tests given. 8,100 people got tested yesterday. How many came back positive? So we times and divide. Going back to what we did in that very first problem, the times the diagonal, divide by the other. 2 times 8,100 divided by 9 means 1,800 positive. Okay. Create a proportional equation from the following tables. Proportional table, y divided by x. Y divided by x will give me that constant of proportionality or the unit rate. 12 divided by 1 is 12. Incidentally, 36 divided by 3 is 12. 60 divided by 5 is 12, and 120 divided by 10 is 12. Constant proportionality is 12. Yes, it is a constant. So then the equation would be y equals 12x. And we can't really define our variables on this one because there was no context given. If there is context, saying what y and x is really good mathematical practice. You got this. Good luck. Let me know if you need any help. Have a great day.